introduce is Ms. Donna Douglas. She is an accomplished professional with years of administrative experience in budget and finance, human resources, school administration, management, and leadership. But today we're going to say leadership. She is currently the Director of Operations at the Academy Charter School, an institution to which she has contributed significantly to its growth and development throughout the years. She is now going to make her way up and speak on When Sleeping Women Awake.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's great to be here to share with you today. In line with our first speaker, I had this, I would want to share it. The difference between a businessman and a businesswoman. This is what you hear. He's aggressive, she's pushy. He's good on details, she's picky. He loses his temper because she's bitchy. He follows through, she doesn't know when to stop. He's confident, she's conceited. He has judgment, she has prejudices. Isn't that what we hear sometimes about women? It's level. What does that have to do with my speech? Nothing and maybe everything. I just thought I'd share. My name again is Donna Marie Douglas. I love my name. I was born in the beautiful island of Jamaica. The second of 8 kids, the first of 5 girls. So you see, when I was a little girl, I thought I knew what woman was like. Then in school they told me, it's an adult female. I was like, okay. So that means I'm not a woman. Then as I got a little older, I realized that all women had something in common. Guess what? They had breasts. And I was like, okay. Then all my friends, oh, we so wanted to wear bra. I remember in school, we put our shoulders back so someone could see when we started to wear bra. But then as I got older, I realized that women had so much more in common than our physical characteristics. They had careers, they were mothers, they were even fathers. Even when they were married, they were mothers and fathers. I look back at my own mother, and even today, I wonder how she did it. She was always going, ensuring that all 8 kids were looking good at all times. There was food on the table, and she did this day after day after day. And then I realized she was not the only one. Other women were doing exactly the same things. It was the norm. Today, women, we do the same and so much more. We live in such a fast-paced, ever-changing society. We're constantly negotiating and strategizing. We have careers, we maintain homes, we have social lives, or do we? It boils down to the fact that there's never enough hours in our day. Yet we remain strong. We remain confident, purposeful, and unbelievably beautiful. Thank you, women. And someone will ask, how do we do it? Well, it's because we're women. Yes, we are. And we're strong. As women, we guide. We give hope. And we go the full circle. Within us is the knowledge that we create, we nurture, we transform, we reflect, and we adapt. we truly control the tides. And to recognize that we have strength, we must understand that embedded in the fabric of our makeup is the ultimate strength and intelligence to overcome challenges and create change. We have strengths in our hearts. We have strengths in our mind. We've got strength in our bodies. Our strengths may differ from each other, but nonetheless, it's a strength that pushes us to take responsibilities for our lives and for what we truly want to achieve. It's a strength that will find us even when we cannot find it. It's a strength that usually shows up when our backs are against the wall. Eleanor Roosevelt said it well, "A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell her true strength until you pour hot water on her." It's a strength that is renewed when we sleep and become activated when we're awake. And that is why we're here today. It's a big day. Today is a day we remind ourselves that when sleeping women awake, mountains are moved. Erin Brockridge, Carson, accident survivor, twice divorced, the mother of 3, she woke up from sleep and changed her perspective, and she changed the narrative of her day. She didn't have a formal education in law, but despite this, she was instrumental in building a case against PGS in California. Her unwavering tenacity and her investigative work uncovered that this company leaked for 30 years toxic waste in the water of one town. They were forced to pay the largest toxic injury settlement in the history of this nation. $333 million was paid to the residents of that community. She was a fighter. She's a mother. She once said, "I am the voice for those who really don't know how to yell." You see, when we wake up, great things happen. When we sleep, amazing things happen too. Our bodies undergo repair. But when we wake up, we are refreshed and alert, and our body is restored. When we wake up, then magic happens. When we wake up, our lives are lived in different directions, not how society dictates that we should live. When we awake, we think for ourselves. We're women. Once we awake, we recognize who we truly are, and we can change the way we see ourselves. We don't have to see ourselves as small. Our eyes are open to truth, and we become unstoppable. Our truth will show us how to stop living in the shadows of judgment and begin to make choices for our own wisdom. Our truth will let us stop thinking that others will make us special, but instead we'll realize that we're unique, uniquely made and created, and that uniqueness has no dimension. There's a shift in the paradigm in which we live today. Today we are more than more we find ourselves in leadership, and we are influencers. We find that we activate our strength as women in times of history. We're thankful today for the shoulders of the women on which we stand. Today, we honor them. Susan Anthony, she fought for voting rights for women when men said that we should be silent. Shirley Chisholm, she was the first African-American woman to become elected to the United States Congress. Catherine Swayze, she paved the way for women to run in the Boston Marathon and wear a number. Can you imagine running a marathon and somebody had to fight for that? But she broke that barrier. And in her first race, an official tried to push her to the ground. Her then husband pushed him aside. You see, man, we love you. We're glad you're here with us today. We respect you. We're not trying to get ahead by keeping you down. No. We believe in gender equality, but not at the expense of our dreams. Susan Anthony, Cheryl Trezum, Catherine Swizer, what did all these women have in common? They showed up. That was the only way that their voices could be heard. That was the only way that they could effect change. They awoke and mountains moved. As we shift with the paradigm, I would like for you to look at the person you're sitting beside right now and to acknowledge. Just say to them, I need you.
I need you.
We need each other. We do. And as we need each other, let's look at the country in which we live at this time and think, can we truly change the course of this country, of this great nation? Sure we can. We will awake and move these mountains. We're showing up again, like I said before, in leadership, in businesses, in sports, in science, in entertainment, the military. We are now world leaders. We are making the difference. It doesn't matter if you're a native-born American, if you're an immigrant. It doesn't matter your age, your race, your religious belief, or your nationality. It really doesn't matter whether you're rich or you're poor. We are game changers. We move mountains. Michelle Obama once said, there's no limit to what we can accomplish. No country can truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women. If it does that, it's depriving itself of the contribution of half of its citizens. Women are powerful. When women awake, we move mountains. Individuals are forced to be reckoned with. Imagine what we can do when we collaborate. Imagine what we can achieve when we integrate our voices and we collaborate. We harness our strengths, our passions, and our energies. We can dismantle injustice. We can take to pieces society that describes our roles and create our own definitions of ourselves and take responsibilities for our own lives. Let us not complain about the issues that we can change, but let us rise up. Let us take the bull by the horn and pave the way for change. Because within us are the unique skills and talents that we can nurture and develop. Our significant impact can be felt in the four corners of this world. It is powerful when we come together. #MeToo. We're not trying to be more powerful than men. We're trying to change the way the world sees our strengths. It's about time that the world awakes and recognizes the significant impact of women. We have made some great impact. Barack Obama said it. When women succeed, nations feel safe, secure, and prosperous. McKill, the game changer. She took the initiative to move and demystify fear of becoming an extraordinary woman. She changed the world when she believed that boys and girls should receive equal educational opportunities. Her fight was a matter of life and death she almost faced when she was shot by the Taliban. But she said, the terrorists thought that they could change our aim and stop our ambitions. But nothing changed in my life except this. Weakness, fears, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born. We realized the importance of our voices. We cannot be silenced. Mahalia awoke, and mountains crumbled in the seas. Dare to outdream yourself, woman. Don't you know you can do anything? Be anything, create anything, become anything you dream. Let your imagination sow seeds of strength. Let your love water the seeds. Let your hands transplant those plants so that they can grow and flourish and bear new seeds to plant over and over again. Sometimes as we sleep, we hear the calls of our desires and our dreams. It's often difficult to see our path to our own awakening when fear shows up, like unwanted neighbors. This is a personal mountain that you must move. And it can only move when we empower ourselves against fear, when we change our perspective, move forward, and demystify fear. Ladies, before you fall asleep, close your eyes and imagine the world you want it to be. Look deeply at your past failures. In them, you can find meaning and come to believe in yourself once again. This is where your power lies. What is the story of your life that you're afraid of? Did you get over it? Of course you did. You're here today. You certainly overcame. So take a rest, recharge, or whatever you do, please wake up. Bring your awareness back to life and share your story. Be brave. Be brave, woman. Share the gift of strength that is locked inside of you while you sleep. Share your story of doubts. Share your struggles. Share your insights and your inspirations. Dare to share how you got over. Your voice will continue to heal, but it will also heal someone else who will touch someone else's life. Isn't it great that today little boys and little girls can see powerful role models in our women? It's refreshing that women can empower each other across generations. This is what we want for our children, our grandchildren, and generations to come. What a speech would be like today without mentioning Oprah Winfrey. A woman who has seen struggles and success. She said, I am a woman in process, creating and striving for new dreams, new goals, new ideas. It never ends. And that's what's exciting about this journey of life. Like Oprah, I'm a woman, and I'm in the process. Ladies, you are in the process. And like the Chinese proverb said, close your eyes. Can you hear your mountains crumbling in the sea? Woman, awake, arise. There are mountains that must crumble. Thank you. God bless you.
I want you to give Pastor Donna Douglas M. Donna M. Marie Douglas another hand. We didn't introduce that part to her, that she doesn't like to be called pastor. Minister, you prefer?